first time?
Yeah, you?
No, not my first time.
Baby, can't you see?
You more than I thought I would, and I'll use you as a warning sign that if you're talking off sense, then you'll lose your mind. When I found love where it wasn't supposed to be, right in front of me.
But now you know there was a man named Jack Dawson, and that he saved me in every way that a person can be saved. I don't even have a picture of him. He exists now only in my memory.
Oh, thank God. It's tiny.
What?
We have spiders 10 times the size in Australia, mate.
That's a lie.
They're everywhere. In fact, the lady who used to drive my bus to school was a spider.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she ate 10 kids and got fired.
Oh, well, that's fair enough.
Hey, listen, you don't know where the Chamber of Secrets is, do you, mate?
No, sorry.
You're no fucking good, are you? Ron, let's get it. Oh, he shit himself.
Oh, dear.
What is with the kids at this school?
Disgraceful.
I'm not mad that my son is fat. I'm mad that he does fat shit. I'm mad because I got caught the other day. I had just finished eating. I was sitting in the driveway. I had just finished my food. I was doing so well. Here come my fat ass son outside. Mom, I said, what, Juicy? He dropped his voice like Monique and Precious. He said, I smell something. You know, my fat ass son climbed his ass in the car, looked around, took 2 crumbs off my shirt, rubbed them together, watched the crumbs fall, sniffed the air. My son looked right at me and said, Mom, was that an Italian beef extra dip with mozzarella cheese, mustard, and hot peppers on a Kaiser roll? I said, wait a minute. He said, was it cut in half? Now, wait a minute, you fat bastard. I want you to tell me how the fuck you can smell if a sandwich is cut in half. Who the fuck does your fat ass work for? CSI in the food division?
Who invented oral?
Hi, welcome to Kinky History. Let's talk about the history of head. It was well known to the ancient world, with stories such as the goddess Iris blowing her brother back to life after his member became, well, dismembered. Ancient Peru was making these pretty pots, and yes, they are 2 men. Ancient Rome. We love to see it. And of course, one can absolutely not forget ancient Greece. In some ancient civilizations, the practice was connected with power. You'll often find that the authoritative or masculine parties will often be the receiving party. But a lot of the time, it's just associated with pleasure. These are 2 of the most sensitive parts of the human anatomy, so it just kind of makes sense to put them together. Which is why you'll also find this practice in a lot of other animal species. Kind of disrupting the idea that procreation is the only aim of sexual behavior. And before I go and see you next time at Kinky History class, let me leave you with some Shakespeare. Graze upon my lips, and if those hills be dry, stray lower where the pleasant fountains lie.
Train that goes to the kingdom. We're happy, more having fun. I wake up and I think again, really? I have to do this again?
Don't want it, won't happen. Oh, little rock star.
We're in a kill or be killed situation here.
Yeah, and she's a homicidal maniac and you're not.
We don't know that yet. I'm still young.
Healing the world with comedy. Know that I'm at an all-time trying to hide.
You're a mean one. You really are a hero. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel. Mr. Grant.
Eeny weeny, teeny weeny, shriveled little short dick man. Don't want, don't want, don't want, don't want, don't want, don't want, don't want. Eeny weeny, teeny weeny, shriveled little short dick man. Don't want, don't want, don't want, don't want, don't want, don't want, don't want.
Me and Eric, our dorm assignments yesterday. I'm in the furthest dorm from campus. Eric's in the closest one, of course. Something wrong? No. Why? Well, one, Edward's always with you, and two, you keep looking out that window like you're hoping he'll show up and serenade you or something. Doubtful. Okay. We don't have to talk about it. No, it's nothing. I mean, it is, but... Okay. You remember Jacob Black? Oh, okay. So, Edward's jealous. You say that like it's really obvious. Isn't it? I've seen the way Jacob looks at you. Edward's seen it too. He's only human. He's gonna act like any other guy. I think it's a little more complicated. Say the words, Bella. Jealousy. I've told Jake how I feel. He understands. Okay. So the word's denial. He's saying I'm an idiot? Oh, just a little oblivious. What? I mean, every move I make hurts someone. Bella, they're big boys. They make their own choices. Seriously, don't worry about it. It'll work itself out. It's not life or death. Yeah.
A bit younger, be careful about that, because, you know, 6, 7 years ago, I probably would have really started crying.
Fingers all the time. I try to capture every minute. The feeling in it, slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind? Each time I think I'm close to knowing, she keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time.
This is what it's like to have a fear of abandonment, for anybody who wants to know. I get attached way too fucking easily. I always want to cling to people so they don't leave, but I'm too scared to be clingy because that pushes people away. If someone takes a long time to respond, I think they're either ignoring me or mad at me because I did something wrong. If they don't respond, I cry. Separation anxiety. I always try to please everyone all the time. And whenever I do make someone upset, I apologize like 87,000 times because I'm scared that they'll be mad at me forever.
What in the fuck knuckles is this?
She's my girlfriend, you intolerant shit.
Whoa! Pump the hate brakes, Fox and Friends. I'm just surprised anyone would date you, especially Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony.
Messy, and I'm sick of y'all trying it. Bitch got receipts, but ain't never finna buy shit. Sorry, hoes hate me cause I'm the it girl. I ain't never asked to be the shit girl.
Daddy.
I do not understand how people are not afraid of spiders. Like, it has 8 legs and like 20,000 eyes. I saw a spider in my room. You think I'm gonna sleep in there? And nope, I'm moving to Japan. Konnichiwa!
Where'd you get those creepers? Oh, those weepers.
The devil is real. And he's not a little red man with horns and a tail. He can be beautiful. 'Cause he's a fallen angel, and he used to be God's favorite.
Oh, I won't do that. Apologizing is for the weak and wrong, which is why you should do it to me because you are weak and wrong.
How long is this going to take?
I'm kind of depressed, but these fucking cats are just like so... I'm gonna fucking go myself.
How much does the earth cost? I'm gonna buy the entire earth and be king.
The boy I love's got another girl. He might be fucking her right now. I don't have an apartment. Thought if I was smart I'd make it far, but I'm still at the start. Guess I'm
The club with the lights off, but you acting shy for. Come and show me that you're with it, with it, with it, with it, with it. Stop playing, now you know that I'm with it, with it, with it, with it, with it, with it. But you acting shy for.
Hey, bro. We got another one, bro. Another girl? Yeah. A new one? Yeah. She gonna do me like the last girl did me? Most likely. But you still want to do this? Yeah. And probably get hurt? Yeah. But that's stupid. Yeah. Why are we doing this? I don't know. Okay, then let's not fall in love with this girl. That's out of my control.
We all just got home from work.
Home from work. I made the most money.
That's true.
And you know what? You did such a great job. Hey, look at me, look at me. Hey, look at me. I'm very proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you.
Every year, my parents would always ask me, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Easter? They never had a single idea of what I could possibly want. I didn't hold them to any blame because truthfully I did not know myself enough to know either. So I responded with what every child wanted. A Barbie doll, Little's Pet Shop's candy. A few years went by and the questions turned into what do you want for prom, what do you want for graduation, what do you want for a going away present. To these I still lacked any materialistic answers. Instead I watched as the years aged my father and mother. My mother hunched as she staggered across the kitchen, her body seeming as if any wrong movement could break her frail bones. My father, crow's feet deepened at the corners of his eyes, gray trickling through his chestnut brown hair, hugging him, physically feeling less of him to hold each time. I watched as their bitterness grew more sour with time, ripening to this foul taste that was always left on their tongues after they spoke. Eventually, there were no more exchanged spats between the two, but became a tolerant silence. My father, spending his days in the car, absent-mindedly staring at his cigarette and the smoke that curled its way out the cracked window. My mother, cross-legged on the couch inside, absent-mindedly staring at the floor as the radio drawled monotonously in the background. When I reached the age of 17, he asked me again, what did I want? Gazing out the dirty window on the way back home from school, every chipped and shattered plate, every splintered hole in the cabinets, every smashed television remote, every torn-off door handle scattered across my mind. It had been more of a thought that was accidentally released, but knew to be more truthful as time went on. I want you to get a divorce. My father laughed and agreed that this would have been a marvelous idea, that they had only stuck to one another because they believed that a child should have both parents in their life. But that statement could not be more wrong. It was far more damaging to a little girl to be the burden of her parents' unhappiness, to have to hold the weight that if she didn't turn out spectacular, extraordinary, then she would have wasted their sacrifices, and to watch as her parents aloud try to convince each other that this, what they had was love, only confused her and made her frightened to ever fall in love herself. He promised me he would file for a divorce when I turned 18. 18 came, and all that changed was louder arguments, stronger, more forceful punches in the drywall. Now at 20, I come home every now and then to visit, but it breaks my heart each time to see the exhaustion in their eyes. I ask them both, why do you keep doing this to yourselves? They respond, I never knew anything else, and I'm too old and too scared to look for anything new. And perhaps that was the biggest lesson my parents ever taught me. To not live in fear, but to live for hope.
Morning, brother.
Hello, brother.
I made a pot of Kool-Aid.
You don't make a pot of Kool-Aid.
Well, I did.
Is it hot?
Maybe, maybe not.
It's hot, isn't it?
Yep.
Hot Kool-Aid.
I can put some ice in it if you like.
No, I'm not thirsty.
Brother.
I'm not gonna drink it.
I made this for you.
No.
Drink it!
No.
I want you to drink this.
I'm not drinking it.
Drink this right now or I'll pour it on the floor and I'll blame it on you.
Oh yeah, real mature.
I made this for you!
Now why don't you grow up?
I did! Because I love you!
Well, I'm not gonna drink it.
I hate you!
That's all I ever hear anymore. Brother, try this. Brother, try that. Remember that? What was it? Cinnamon toast and, what was it?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise!
That was a good idea.
You didn't make a single pound.
I made a pound of cinnamon toast with mayonnaise.
Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. I'm Mr. Icicle. I'm Mr. Ten Below. Friends call me Snow Miser. Whatever I touch turns to snow in my clutch. I'm too much. I'm Mr. Green Christmas. I'm Mr. Sun. I'm Mr. Heat Blister. I'm Mr. 101. They call me Heat Miser. What my clutch. I'm too much.
Okay, fine, I give in, I will draw the Grinch for you. Even though I don't want to, for the exact same reason as last year, and why I didn't draw him, because everybody's drawing him for Christmas. That's why I drew Jim Carrey's other green character, The Mask. But this year, I'm going to give you what you want. I'm going to draw one of my favourite movie characters of all time, so it's not so bad. So to get cracking, I'm using yellow for his eyes, and then I move on to all the greens that are in his skin and hair. Just mixing light greens towards darker greens and blending them all together. How I do that is I use my dry cotton bud, or Q-tips as other people call them, and just rub smoothly until it's the colour I want. Now moving on to his beautiful smile, and then his outfit, which is the Christmas Grinch's outfit, like Santa, and I'm done. I hope you like the Grinch. Follow for more.
Still believe this is a dream, do you?
Of course. This has all come from my own mind. Nobody breaks my heart.
One day, you're going to meet someone who appreciates you for who you are. I mean, there's 7 billion people on the planet. I know one of them is going to climb up on a moon for you.
So I guess I gotta stay now.
Oh, I hope someday I'll make it out of there, even if it takes all night or 100 years. Need a place to hide, but I can't find one there. Wanna feel alive outside. I can't find my fear.
Isn't it lovely? All alone, heart made of glass, my mind of stone. Tear me to pieces, skin and bone. Hello, welcome home.
The young Alice joins you for tea. It will always remain 1 minute till tea time.
I'm young, but my mind's well beyond my years. I knew this wouldn't last, but fuck you, don't you leave me here.
I was standing on a track. That little light began to grow. There was nowhere I could go. And the ground began to shake. No time left to hit the brake. That little light was closing in. Suddenly I'm Have I seen now? Oh, you found me here underground.
Oh, I won't do that. Apologizing is for the weak and wrong, which is why you should do it to me because you are weak and wrong.
How long is this going to take?
I'm kind of depressed, but these fucking cats are just like so.
I'm gonna fucking go myself. How much does the Earth cost? I'm gonna buy the entire Earth and be king.
Here's the truth behind Winnie the Pooh. All the characters in Winnie the Pooh represent a different mental disorder. Winnie represents an eating disorder, which explains why he eats so much. Christopher Robin represents schizophrenia because all the animals in the show are just in his head. Eeyore represents depression, which is why he's sad all the time. Tigger represents ADHD, which is the reason why he can never stay still. Piglet represents anxiety. There's a reason why he's always nervous. Rabbit represents OCD because he's always obsessed with order. Roo represents autism, which is why she's portrayed as confused. Owl represents narcissism, which is why he thinks he's wiser than everyone else.
Barely 2 words in, and you already look like you want me dead. You're getting all worked up over nothing. You've changed. You're getting weak.
Martha May Cuvier has the best slice. Well, not this year. This year, I'm gonna beat that prim, perfect little prissy Betty. Hi, Martha.
Kinky facts from history that you didn't know. Ancient Greeks used hardened breadsticks as bedroom toys and olive oil as lubrication. Condoms used to be made from the intestines of animals, from ancient Egypt into the 1800s. Homosexuality was common and encouraged on pirate ships as women were not allowed on board. Foot tickling was a full-time profession in the 18th century. Catherine the Great had multiple ticklers on staff to help get her in the mood. Tentacle porn began in 17th century Japan as a way to avoid censorship laws. Sex workers were required by law to wear red lipstick in ancient Greece. And in ancient Rome, they were required to dye their hair blonde. Victorian men would pin the pubic hair from their lovers onto their hats. Albert Einstein was polyamorous and wrote about it openly in his letters. Join us at Kinky History for more scandalous lessons from the past.
Singing low while I pop a bottle off of your chain swinging, clang clang, and it costs a lot. Bitch, I'm always at the guala, yeah, and you are not badass beat. Keep on going till you hit the spot. Whoa, I'm a big bag hunter with the bow. She got a big bed, number drop it low. Mama called me and she happy with the grow. Never ever fall for a party that's a no.
Just pop the Kenny about a million options. So just talking to stop doing agreement. I'm rock arenas, bringing the peace. I'm bumping that park in the car, pretending I got all the eyes on me. Got a bad.
Listen to me, coffee is killing you.
No. Well, at least I won't be a bitch to St. Peter when I get to the gates.
Alright, Brody, I'm talking to this girl, and she read Twilight, and I never came anywhere near that shit, so I need you to just kind of work your magic and help me out here. Why the fuck y'all keep coming to me, bro? Like, you know it's not that hard to read a book, right? And if you actually want her to like you, it's not that hard to just make an effort and invest some time into something she genuinely cares about, I promise. Nah, bro, fuck all that. It's 2021. The bare minimum is the peak of a relationship. Now cut all that shit out and shut the fuck up and help me. Okay. As you wish. Okay, so first thing she asks is Team Jacob or Team Edward? So what do I say? Well, that's easy. Tell her Victoria. Don't raise your voice. The day the lion concerns itself with the opinion of the sheep, I will let you know. You said interesting opinion, LOL. What is the best romance in the series in your opinion? Oh, tell her Jacob and Renesmee and that you hope in the future you two can build a bond as beautiful as theirs. She said, ew, sicko, blocking your number. What a shame.
You all know, of course, that Hogwarts was founded over 1,000 years ago by the 4 greatest witches and wizards of the age. Godric Gryffindor, Helga Hufflepuff, Rowena Ravenclaw, and Salazar Slytherin.
Mother trucker, what the fork? Miss Johnson, we need to evacuate this whole room. Done. Stop calling her best friend. That's my best friend. I'm about to buy this school a whole brand new Wi-Fi. Why is it always lagging? About that. Shit. Why are you laughing? What the fuck? Are you searching the air? No, he looks like a naked mole rat.
Just let me go, we'll meet again soon. Now wait for me. Please hang around. I'll see you when I fall asleep. Before I get rid of the police. What do you think of that, Elle? This is my perfect victory. That's right. I win. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts.
Mommy, Sammy keeps waking me up because she keeps talking to her friend about her boyfriend taking her virgin biddy. Virgin biddy? Oh, hell no. Stay here. Sammy! What the hell is your problem? I never said anything about that. Huh? Well, I never said anything about allowing you to take my motherfucking chicken nuggets. Bitch. Are you... Well, that shit tasted good. So did your boyfriend. Bitch, you're 8. That means he's mine now. A pedophile. Oh. We should call the police. Yeah.
Come back to me, come back to me.
I love you.
I want you to know that I'm never leaving, 'cause I miss the snow till death will
This is why you should always sit in the back seat. Vivian was spending a year in Korea when something terrifying happened. One night she was going out with her 2 roommates who spoke Korean, and at the end of the night they decided to get a taxi home. Vivian sat in the front and her 2 roommates sat in the back. This would be her first mistake. The driver spoke really good English and began telling jokes. Vivian found them really funny but soon realized that her roommates weren't laughing. In fact, they had a strange expression on their faces. Vivian said what's wrong, but they wouldn't answer. Suddenly one of her roommates said something to the driver in Korean and he pulled over on the side of the road. Vivian knew something was wrong. They weren't anywhere near their apartment, but her roommates got out of the taxi and started walking away quickly. Vivian paid the driver, then got out to follow them. And that's when she found out the truth. Her roommate said, "Did you hear it? It was coming from the trunk of the taxi. A woman's voice saying, 'Help me, help me.'"
Have your cake and eat it. Baby, it's your birthday.
Can I ask you something? Don't tell the others, but have you ever wished you were plastic? I know, they're cheap and they have no historical lineage. They're from the wrong side of the cupboard, but I look out of this stuffy darkness we're in and I see them experiencing lunchtime and midnight snacks and sandwiches and laughter, and all the while we're gathering dust. If we're so beautiful and so treasured as they say, why is it we're never touched? I'm not afraid of aging. I think that cracks and chips are beautiful because they show that you've experienced life. And I know we're delicate, so God forbid we're broken, but I swear to you, I would rather be shattered on the kitchen floor 1,000,000 times over than stay locked in here forever. Doesn't being broken merely signify that you tried? Perfectly polished porcelain can live forever, when it has absolutely nothing to live for.
Hello, are you lonely? I'm sorry, it's just the chemicals. Stirred me up, and I don't know why.
Who's that sexy thing I see around? Ah! What the fuck? Oh my god. Sorry, no, I'm ugly.
I can feel the flames on my skin, crimson red paint on my lips. If a man talks shit, then I owe him nothing. Don't regret it one bit, cause he had it coming. They say I did something bad. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Where do you think I learned all this shit from?
It's just a cigarette, and it cannot be that bad.
Honey, don't you love me? And you know it makes me sad.
It's just a cigarette, like you always used to do.
I was different then. I don't need them to be cool.
I'll whoop your ass. Your girlfriend look like my mom.
I think we should get a divorce. What are you doing? Just practicing. Why are you already planning your hypothetical divorce? I don't know, I'm 22. I think I'm having a quarter-life crisis. You don't even have a girlfriend. Hypothetically divorce me. Okay, then I'm hypothetically taking half of your assets. Well, you didn't sign the hypothetical prenup. Is it? It's called a prenup, right? Yeah, it's a prenup, and you did hypothetically sign one, so. Who the fuck is this guy? I'm his hypothetical lawyer in this divorce case. Well, then I'm taking the hypothetical kids. So, right? We can get those, right? Yes, we can definitely get the hypothetical kids. Don't worry about it. Who the fuck is this hypothetical nerd? Fucking idiot, glass-wearing nerd. Stupid
Wow, that is a lot
boy.
of
hypothetical insults. I need to keep these on for continuity because we look like the other lawyer. This is my hypothetical lawyer, and we have been hypothetically sleeping with each other. So, how could you hypothetically do this to me? Because you hypothetically are an alcoholic.
How about we try this?
Boyfriend and girlfriend right now.
No.
Boyfriend and girlfriend eventually. You're not saying no. You have to say something.
I'll play the long game. Tessa?
Hi, I just wanted to inform you that I look hot and you're missing it.
Tessa, where are you?
Ooh, somewhere that you're not.
Tessa, I have your location. I can find you. How much have you had to drink?
Oh, like 5.
5 what?
Sex on the beaches. Or is it sexes on the beaches? That could have been fun.
You are wasted.
Hey, Harden, I'm the commander. I've been the commander all night. Commander, what's it called? I'm not wearing any underwear.
Tess, who are you with?
Why haven't you called me?
I've texted you 100 times. You haven't replied.
I actually have to go, but it was nice chatting with you, Mr. Harden Scott. So, goodbye.
Don't fuck that.
Why is it such a surprise that I'm kissing you?
That's not a surprise. I'm surprised that you thought I'd kiss you back.
Giving you all you wanted, giving you every piece of me. I didn't care if he was different or not like the rest. He treated me nicely. That's my only test. I'm not gonna fib. I can't even pretend. That silly old Grinch, he became my best friend. But things started to change when I turned 18. I was becoming a woman, and he was still green. The night of my birthday, he took me alone to the dock, where he gave me my present, his big, thick, long, excuse me.
Hey ladies, drop it down. Just wanna see you touch the ground. Don't be shy, girl, go bonanza. Shake your body like a belly dancer.
Hey, today we have people exposing their dogs. Hi, my name is Jake and I think broken glass is a snack. Why did you let him eat it? Wow, the flavors are melting on my tongue. I'll push over small children to steal their food. I love pugs. I ate all the donuts. No, he did not. Y'all are just trying to put the blame on him. I am a chicken killer. He didn't mean to. He just doesn't know his own strength. I escaped my yard so I could climb the neighbor's porch and bark at her through her screen door while she gave a piano lesson to a child. I eat soap. I regret nothing. You tell him. Get an Australian cat or dog, they said. It'll be fun, they said. He said, I know it looks bad, right? But hear me out.
Don't be shy, girl, go bonanza. Shake your body like a belly dancer.
All my friends always lie to me. I know they're thinking you're too mean. I don't like you. Fuck you anyway.
Listen to me. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take care of you. I got you.
Mom, is it important to have vitamins?
Well, you are supposed to get most of your vitamin from food. But extra vitamin is okay lah.
What vitamins do you take?
I take fish oil, vitamin B, C, and vitamin D for thick.
Mom! Oh my god, it's so much information!
Where do you think you come from? You think God dropped you from the sky into my house?
No, but you didn't have to.
Actually, maybe lah. That's why you're so dumb.
Oh, see, now, you just
Let's talk about human chimeras, something that until recently I had no idea actually existed. Strap in because this might blow your mind. Now generally when we think chimera, the image that comes to mind is likely something like this. But human chimeras are very real and there's a chance that you may have met one or that you could even be one. There are 100 confirmed cases of human chimerism, but experts still aren't quite sure how common they actually are. And we're going to talk about some of the wildest cases. In 2002, Karen Keegan needed a kidney transplant and she along with her family went in for genetic testing to see if anyone was compatible to donate to her. But to everyone's surprise, the test actually revealed that her 2 children were not biologically hers. The 2 sons she carried and gave birth to. After extensive testing and research, suspicious experts discovered something shocking. Karen carried DNA from not just 1, but 2 individuals. Her own DNA and the DNA of an invisible twin living within her. The eggs that were fertilized and became Karen's children were actually those of her unborn sister. But carrying an invisible twin isn't the only way someone can become a chimera. In 2004, an Alaskan woman was assaulted in a way that unfortunately women often are. Investigators uploaded DNA from this piece of garbage into their database and it hit a match. But here's where it gets crazy. The DNA matched with a man who was already incarcerated at the time of the assault. This stumped investigators, but after looking into the man's medical history, they found out that he had received a bone marrow transplant. The donor and actual assailant was the man's brother. I wonder if authorities had to recollect his DNA considering the first time they collected his brother's. The last and most popular case we'll talk about today is that of Lydia Fairchild. Lydia applied for government assistance in 2002 but was told that her children are not a genetic match. After Lydia was told that her children were not biologically hers, the state of Washington filed a fraud lawsuit against her. It was under scrutiny for potentially kidnapping her children. It was even suggested that she could have stolen them from a hospital. Legal battle ensued, but thankfully Lydia's legal team had already heard of Karen Keegan's case for chimerism. Testing revealed that Lydia had a second cell line, an entirely different DNA from her own. She was able to prove her case for chimerism in legal proceedings after this discovery. I heavily encourage looking into this subject because it is super intriguing. Even studies showing that pregnant women and mothers are microchimeras, carrying the DNA of their children long after they've given birth.
Name something you might hurt yourself riding on.
Oh, no. You know what I'm thinking?
Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver.
How do people not think crystals can get the negativity out of your life? I have proof, okay? So you're gonna get some of your bigger crystals, your bigger ones, okay? You're gonna get a pillowcase. You're gonna put these crystals in your pillowcase. And you're gonna hit people. There's negativity removed. No one's waking up after this thing.